Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed. Greetings, one and all. What's up? What's up, family? Superstition riding on the wall. There is superstition writings on the wall. If you believe in things you don't understand, come on. Superstition is the way. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. What up, family? What up? No. What up? No. I'm coming from Detroit. What up to the Detroit Massive? Early afternoon edition right here on King Simon Presents the Mathematical Universe, the Numerovational Universe. How you doing this afternoon? And if you're across the pond, this might be in the evening, because England and those places like 5 or more hours. And then there's some people that are getting this early in the morning. So, hey, go get your tea, go get your orange juice, put some greens in there, whatever you got to do, go get it popping. I got my orange juice for the afternoon. It is now 3:07, baby. Woo! Some of y'all are taking lunch breaks. Some of y'all are getting off from your job. Some of y'all are at the Invest Fest. I'll be passing through there probably tomorrow. Definitely. Probably tomorrow I'll be passing through there. So good. Today's subject, as you see, today's subject today. I would have came on earlier, but I had to go to storage to go pick up some stuff and get some of my books and talk to my son, make sure we in alignment with certain things. The phone line is going to be open today. So, the phone line is going to be open today. So the phone line is right there, but don't call me right now. 718-210-8853. And you could also use WhatsApp if you live outside of the United States of America. All right. But regular phone line, you can call me at that number, but do not call me right now. I want to do this lesson real quick and have a good time. But you can go to, if you want to book a session with me, you could text me your full name and date of birth, or you can go to my Linktree / King Simon the Numerovator. The Linktree / King Simon the Numerovator is right there on the bottom. I am the Numerovator, my family. I am your brother that's here to motivate you with your numbers. Please like, subscribe, and share with everybody tuning in and want to lock in and want to learn something about themselves from a mathematical perspective. Yeah, why not? Hey, what you got to lose? Today's lesson is learning to choose happiness, a numerovational and spiritual perspective. Yes. So let me put that on the board so y'all know what the flyer says. It says it just like that right there, right now. We just want to make sure that everybody understands that I come with lessons that will help you to become a blessing, not only to yourself, but also to your family. Yes, I want you to be a blessing to your family. And if you have to leave your family alone just to choose happiness, I understand. Believe me, I understand. I'm one of those people that understands that. I understand that full-heartedly. Sometimes you got to leave some of your family members alone. I got it. I'm not afraid to do it. Sometimes they had to leave me alone to keep their sanity when I was in my crazy days and not being the numerovator that I am today. So I got it. Hey. And some of your family and your old friends still hold on to a lot of the old stuff, the old madness from the past. So I got it. I understand on all levels. And I'm still learning. I don't stop learning. That's one thing I tell people: do not stop learning. So hold on. Let me just make sure that I'm broadcasting also on my Facebook. I'm broadcasting on Facebook at King Simon King Simon Publication, or not publication, King Simon Production on Facebook. I'm broadcasting on there right now. So I'm going to share that to my regular Facebook so people can get the feel of it on my regular Facebook and let everybody know that King Simon is on the air. Your brother's on the air. Simon says, share, like, and subscribe. Let me say that again. For the people in the back of the universe. Simon says, please like, subscribe, share, comment, and thumb up the video. You know what I'm saying? Thumb up the video right now. Come on now, thumb up the video. With today's lessons, we're doing what we got to do to make sure we guide you to be your very best. And that's what Numerovation is all about, guiding people to be their very best. And I want to remind everybody, of my paid sponsors. My paid sponsors, got to big them up, the paid sponsors. Oh, yeah, shout them out. Or the people that I barter with. Big up to 11university.com. That's 11university.com. If you want to book a session, cardology, astrology, numerology, text that number at 470-775-6434. 470-775-6434. Or you can go to 11university.com for one of the best in her field, Nina Dunham. She is the mother of Aquarius Maximus. So you know where Aquarius Max, she got it from her mama. I'm just letting you know she got it from her mama. So make sure you support Nina Dunham, Aquarius Maximus moms. And if you're looking for to work from home positions on your computer, over your phone, and on your computer, please text hire me to the number right there, 770-861-9906. That's 770-861-9906. Let me say it one more time. That's 770-861-9906. Or take a snapshot of this if you want to get hired and work at home, full-time, part-time, your own time you want to set up, but you must have a clean background. There's going to be a federal background check on your backside. You know what I'm saying? So if you got any Fed charges and all that, don't even try to contact her and text her. Don't even do it. But they're currently interviewing people to work from home positions. All right? So if you get a chance, go ahead and check them out. Tell King Simon sent you. You know what I'm saying? Tell them that King Simon sent you. All right? And those who want to celebrate my 29th year in promotion and production, hey, come on out. We're going to have a good time because we got Dr. B that's going to be one of the featured speakers. We got Tassili Ma'at who's doing the offering and the libation, confirmed. Brother Rich is going to be one of the featured speakers as far as invited guest speakers. Red Pill and Blue Pill also got a little presentation to help out. And also the food is going to be provided by the one and only Mama's Cosmic Kitchen, Blue Pill and his wife. And don't forget Lorenzo Sanford, the musician / astrologer, will not only have his table to vend and do his thing, but he will be giving us a musical interlude in tribute to Baba Dick Gregory for his solar return. And High Heels, my girl Sister Golda, will be bringing it all together about Dick Gregory and the Nation of Islam's connection. And then to close out that whole afternoon all the way to 7:30 will be the one, the only Baba Ashra Kwesi. Mira Kwesi is iffy right now because she may have to take care of her mother and her father. They are up in age, but we do have Baba Ashra Kwesi's daughter that lives out here, so more than likely I'll let her do a little something to make things happen. Go get your tickets right now. You can scan this QR code right now Scan this QR code and join me for my 29th celebration in promotion and production. Big up to Supernova Slime, who'll be on my show. Big up to Supernova Slime. He will be on my show next week. Yes, my brother Supernova will be on the 28th, August 28th. So, man, the importance of healing yourself. That's going to be the Healing Vibe Show with myself and Carrie Ann Ingram. You know, we do that every Wednesday if we get a chance. We didn't do it this Wednesday, but we did give you a little Lloyd Strayhorn and myself on Wednesday because I was sharing links from his show to my show. So we had a good time. But this coming Wednesday, the author of this book, I'm also an honorable mention in this book also, Man, Heal Thyself, The Wellness Warrior Journey to Self-Mastery. And big up to him and Brother Hallelujah, the son of the great Queen Esther and the son of the great Queen Afua has come together to do Man, Heal Thyself programs. And we're going to talk about that on the day that we have him on August the 28th at 8 p.m. sharp. And then on the September the 1st, yo, I got this beautiful actress / tarot reader coming on, and also theatrical thespian. She's going to be on with me, but I don't have the flyer with that. I'm going to have Tamika Royal on with me on September the 1st. But September the 8th, I'm going to have this beautiful sister, Dr. Makeba Judge, will be in the building. Dr. Makeba Judge will be in the building. Naked Healer Podcast. Don't mean that she's on her podcast butt ass naked. It does not mean that, although that would be a beautiful sight to see, I'm sure. I got no problem with butt ass naked healers. But Makeba's not doing that. Dr. Judge don't do that. All right? Just want to make sure we are clear. I love to have fun. Stop playing. That's what we do. All right. Let me see here. Big up to CarrieAnnIngram.com. She's also a tarot extraordinaire herself. You can text her at 226-909-8363. That's 226-909-8363. And she also have jewelry, and she also does distant Reiki. And of course, it would be remiss for me not to shout out one of my teachers, Lloyd Strayhorn. He's one of my teachers, but I kind of created my own lane after him and many others have taught me, and that's what I do. So big up to Lloyd Strayhorn, who I was on his show just recently, world-renowned astronumerologist and palm reader, palmist. He does it. Go sign up for his newsletter, everything. Go get his app. All of that is on his website. That's lloyd-strayhorn.com. Or you can give him a 1-800 call because it's free. You know, we like free 99, right? You know, all of us like some free 99 out in this piece. We love the free 99. Okay. All right. I see people on Instagram. I see people on YouTube coming in. Big up to Amira. Also, make sure if you want some cartomancy done or you want a yoga teacher with you, get them a call. Hit them up. Tell them King Simon sent you. All right. If you want that cartomancy specialist to drop them cards on you, matter of fact, she can come to your house and you can whip out some playing cards and she'll break it down right there from your own cards. So you know it ain't no trick and no game. She ain't got no special cards. She don't need all of that. She just needs your own playing cards to drop it in your face. All right. And big up to my son and his Green Studio NYC in New York City. Got 3 studios in New York City. Him and brother Jeff. Make sure you contact them and tell them King Simon sent you. And if you want to book a session with me, you got to text me your full name and date of birth, 347-496-1022, and I will send you the details. That's 347-496-1022. Don't be afraid to take the snapshot of everything that I put up here, just in case you want to get back to it. All right. And remember, all the way until September 19, limited edition, my t-shirts, all of that, the cups, the mugs, the pendants, all of that right now at teesprings.com/numerovation/products. All right. And you could take my Udemy course over there at Holistic Numerovation, Udemy. And remember, all my books are on Amazon or going through my Linktree /King Simon the Numerovator. And remember, if you buy this book, but you got to specify which of Billy Carson's book that you want, I will give you a free copy of Billy Carson's book, but you will get this book because you paid the $88, but you will get a free copy of any of Billy Carson's book. I have 4 of his titles right now with me, finishing them off. And big up to all those people that already done it. I've done it for a few people. So, hey, if you want to be a part of this, you can get my limited edition, collector's item, collector's edition, hardcover books, Numerovation for Mental Stability, and you get a free copy of any of Billy's copies, Epic of Humanity, Fractal Universe, Woke Doesn't Mean Broke, and the Compendium of the Emerald Tablet. Compendium of the Emerald Tablets, I have those books only. All right, just in case you want, those are the free books that I have to offer. All right. Okay, good. How are we feeling out there? Let me shout out some people. Let me start off with my YouTube family. How are we feeling out there? Okay, I see Mistress. Okay, I see this. I see Mistress Forgiving. I see Pre-Crite. Big up to you. Melanated Brown in the building. Big up to Nicole Spencer in the building. All right, I see Yolanda. I always like that name. Yolanda Vega. Yolanda. You know, you're making love to Yolanda. You be making love to a Yolanda, baby. Yolanda just sounds just beautiful in Spanish. I just love that name. I don't, it's like bonita, beautiful. That's what it reminds me of. And let's go to Instagram, see who's on my Instagram right now. Let me shout out my Instagram people. Fab Glorious, gorgeous. Fab Glorious in the building. Tina Blue, I think. Tina Bena Blue in the building. Boogie's in the building. Natural Shine is in the building. Ear Dog in the building. Anna Brown in the building. Grace in the building. Maria's in the building. Sapphire Blue in the building. Howard Grant is in the building. Supernova Slum in the building. Lock, a Butterfly in the building. Hams Fine. Wait a minute. Ham's Fine Food. Really? This is what we're doing with Ham? Ham's Fine Food. Big up the Ham's Fine Food in the building also. Aphrodisiac in the building. Big up to Tasha in the building. Erica's in the building. Big up to Johnson. Nisla Johnson, I think. Nisla Johnson. Coach Kwame in the building. And, of course, Chief Kimball in the building. Happy Mind in the building. Sharif Bay in the building. What's up, Sharif? TC79 in the building. Big up to everybody that's in the building. that name, though. Ham. What up, though? All right. Yolanda. I know Yolanda's showing me. Yolanda just gave me all that. Elizabeth in the building. What's up, Elizabeth? I love that name, Elizabeth, too. There's something about that name, Elizabeth, just remind me of Blacklist. Elizabeth Keene. What's up? Okay, good. Of course, y'all see what's on the bottom. Cash App, PayPal. Stop playing. Spread love. What to say now? Spread love. Yeah. Spread love. Tell your friends and your cousins. Spread love. Big up to Tate 6. They used to sing that back in the day. Tate 6. Okay. Let me scroll this on the bottom right here. Like, subscribe, comment, and share with at least 5 or more people. We're going to get it in from the spiritual perspective. Again, today's topic is the spiritual meaning, the spiritual and numerovational meaning of learning to choose happiness. Why not choose happiness? It's all right to choose happiness. You can do it. Choose happiness. Okay, choose happiness. Sometimes you got to get rid of that no good person to choose happiness. Sometimes you got to get rid of that no good job. Choose happiness. Sometimes you got to get rid of that no good friend and no good sister, brother. Choose happiness. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to choose happiness. And we're going to get into the numerovational perspective of it. But I got the lessons ready for you. I had to take my notes. I took this note from a night and a half before. I took these notes, but I want people to remember that in the description of this particular video, choose happiness. This is the topic for today. We got to learn to choose happiness. And you're going to find that the word choose and the word happiness has a lot to do with healing and master number energy. So we're going to get in. Remember, the topic today, I want to shine. Everybody that's new to if you're new to my channel, please put the number 1 in the chat. If you're new to my channel, please put the number 1 in the chat. This channel is King Simon Presents Only Quality People. I want y'all to be clear about that. This is King Simon Presents only quality people, quality information, quality vibes, quality energy. And quality vibes can be some snot nose and crying. Sometimes I get up here and cry, sometimes with sensitive energy and being a little vulnerable to the audience. And there's nothing wrong. That don't mean I'm a punk now. I do break hands and legs. I'm quick at that. But I save that for when I'm getting attacked. And I don't like to be attacked. So please leave me alone. I got time. I got no time for that. I love spiritually unconditionally. Physically, it's hard to love unconditionally, but spiritually, I understand the unconditional love, but not this physical stuff. Because sometimes you need to put some conditions on some people so you could keep your mind right and choose happiness. So let's go to the spiritual meaning of what I'm saying. Learning to choose happiness holds profound spiritual significance, encompassing. Number one, empowerment. Recognizing that happiness is a choice, not a circumstance, empowers you to take control of your life. How many of you have taken control of your life and have chosen happiness? Put the number one in the chat right now. Let me see you. Let me see those number ones in the chat. You've taken control of your life. You've taken control. You ain't gonna let nobody abuse you no more, disrespect you no more, spit on you, smack you, slap you. Don't respect your reciprocal energy. If you've taken control of your life and you've chosen happiness, put the number one in the chat, please. Let me see the number one in the mother flipping chat. All right, I see y'all. One. Okay, let me see the number one in the chat. One. I see one popping in. Okay. Look, it's hard to make love to somebody if they're disrespecting you. It's hard to love your mother or your father if they're disrespecting you. It's hard to love your brother and your sister if they're disrespecting you. It's hard to love your cousins, your aunties and uncles if they disrespect you. It's hard to love your friends if they disrespect you. And that is the truth. It's hard. Ooh, it's hard like a desk. It's hard like this desk I have here. I got a marble desk. So empowerment is the first word, but recognizing that happiness is a choice, not a circumstance, empowers you to take control of your life. Even if you're in prison, you got to learn to be happy just in prison. Now, you know what's going on. You know everybody's in there and everybody feels that they're innocent. We got it. Those that are listening to me, the prison ministry is up and running, baby. I'm here. I'm your brother. I'm talking to the brothers and sisters in prison. I'm your brother. You know what I'm saying? I've been in jail. I've never been to prison. But big up to Ali Sadiq that just brings laughter and joy to everybody that's coming out of that. Big up to all the Christians, the Muslims, and Hebrews that go to prison to help bring some laughter, joy, and some guidance in the prison system. Big up to y'all, man, because y'all are sometimes the unsung heroes that came to empower our people so they can recognize that even if they're confined, their mind doesn't have to be confined. My mind didn't have to be confined when I was locked up for 3 days down there in the Brooklyn Detention Center. You know how they go down, the people in New York. You know how they go down. So my mind, I just sat under a vent and I was breathing in the fresh air from outside and I just fasted for 3 days straight. 3 days straight, not even water I wanted. That's how deep it got for me. Because they was trying to give us some goddamn Kool-Aid with sugar on the bottom of the Kool-Aid this thick. This thick. Next one, second one, mindfulness. Choosing happiness requires presence and awareness. Cultivating mindfulness in daily life. Anywhere you are, you can cultivate mindfulness. Because if you're mindful of how you think, how you feel, what you do, where you do, doing your prayers, doing your affirmation, if you're mindful, it starts with mind. The word mindfulness starts with mind. Don't be mindless. Be mindfulness. Be in mindfulness. And you could do that daily, whether you're in prison, whether you're locked on the rock, whether you're locked up in your house, whatever. When we was going through the pandemic, we had to be mindful of our minds because many people started losing their mind. How many of y'all know that people was losing their mind during the pandemic? Put the number 4 in the chat if you recognize that some people, or maybe you, was losing your mind during the pandemic. Put the number 4, because 4 is the mental health number. Put the number 4 in the chat. I'm looking for those 4s now. Let me see what you got. You know some people that was losing their mind. Yeah, people are saying, yeah, look at this. Look at that. Tashada, she put a number 4 in the big up to Sylvester in the building. Put a number 4 in the chat. Feliz Beneb, okay, that's right. Mistress said it too. Oh, Yolanda, you know, they put number 4s in the chat. I knew of people that was losing their mother flipping mind. But if you'll remember me on Instagram, I constantly came on with Numerovation. I mean, people were sending me donations. I didn't even ask for it during the pandemic because I kept on motivating people with the numbers. So choosing mindfulness, choosing happiness requires presence and awareness, cultivating mindfulness in daily life. Number 3, inner peace. Oh, this is such a beautiful word. These 2 words right here, inner and peace, is a beautiful thing. Happiness becomes a conscious decision rather than a reaction to external event, fostering inner peace. We got to learn to foster inner peace without anything, some liquor. I don't need liquid courage to be peaceful or to have fun. People that know me in the nightclubs. Got one of my friends up here now that know me from the nightclub. I probably have a few of y'all up here that just don't know your handles. They knew I was having fun in the nightclub and I didn't drink. That was so funny. I drank water, juice, cranberry juice, pineapple juice, and back in the day, a little bit of Red Bull. But I did not drink any liquor. But inner peace, happiness becomes a conscious decision rather than a reaction to external events. Fostering inner peace. You got to foster inner peace of who you are, what you came to do internally, not externally. That's why I never got really caught up in drugs like that. I may have smoked weed for a certain time, but when I got off of that weed, because we used to laugh and giggle and eat up the food, I got it. I used to laugh and giggle and eat up the food. I got it. I used to do all of that. I used to do that. I was that dude, but I don't do that. I didn't need to do it really. When I started getting mindful, not only being mindful, like I said earlier, mindfulness, once I got inner peace, I understood that too. And a lot of people that know me I don't like my peace to be disturbed. When I'm in my house or in my place of abode, I don't like my peace to be disturbed. I like to dance to good slow music. I like good movies. I like to study. I like to read. I'm not into clubs anymore. I don't do that. I don't have to do that. That's not my fun anymore. My fun is putting my inner peace into the dream world or into my mental health and mental stability. The next one is gratitude. Woo! This is a big one here. That G word, man. That G word, gratitude. How many of y'all are grateful for who you are and what you have become now? Put the letter G in the chat. How many of you are grateful? The big G, not the little G. Put the big G. Grateful. How many of you have gratitude? Every morning that you get up, everything, every little money that you make, I'm always grateful. Focusing on happiness encourages gratitude for life's blessings or blessings. You want blessings in your life? Be grateful. Let me say that again. If you want blessings in your life, be grateful. If you want blessings in your life, be grateful even for the little things you don't have. I remember being homeless for 1 or 2 days, but man, bless those that have been homeless for long periods of time, but still able to go to a homeless shelter or still going to sleep on somebody else's couch or sleep in somebody else's room or damn near sleep on somebody's bed. Bless you. Be grateful, because at least as long as you're grateful and you get up grateful, you can still focus on happiness and encourage that gratitude for your life's blessing so you can still turn those lessons of being homeless into blessings. the beautiful thing of gratefulness. Number 5, positive energy. Oh my goodness. Here's a book I want to show y'all. I think everybody should get this book. This is a powerful book. I'm going to show y'all. Let me put myself in the front real quick. This book here called The Power of Positive Energy. The whole book is positive. The whole book, the stories that she tells, Tanaz Chubbs, the power of positive energy. Oh man, people don't know how important it is to be positive and productive, yo. People don't know. People don't have the slightest idea. Some people are afraid to be positive because they're so used to nagging people and being naggy in people's ear every morning, male and female. But choosing happiness radiates positive energy, attracting more joy and positivity. So if you're choosing happiness, which is the subject for today's lesson, it's going to help you radiate. And then that radiation starts to attract the positive. So I love what Blue Pill did today on his live before he started his Instagram. He started his Instagram live over there at the Invest Fest, which I'll be over there tomorrow. Invest Fest started at 9:00. He said, I'm going to have positive vibe through this whole thing because positive vibe is going to make more positive vibe come to you. And it's going to help to attract not only joy, positivity, but also prosperity at the International Invest Fest right now here in Atlanta, Georgia, over there at the Georgia Center. Number 6, spiritual growth. SG, baby, SG. I'm down with SG. SG, embracing happiness as a choice accelerates spiritual evolution, aligning with your higher self. How many of us right now are still going through our spiritual growth? Put the number 6, since this is the 6th one, put the number 6 in the chat. How many of us are going through our spiritual growth? And sometimes, let me tell you something, family. Sometimes we don't understand what we're going through. Sometimes we don't realize what we're going through. Sometimes we don't understand or understand what we're going through. Sometimes we don't realize how important it is to keep on being spiritual and working with that energetic spirit so you can continue to grow because you want to evolve and spiral up and not spiral down. And some of us spiritually spiral down instead of spiritually spiral up. And some of us are spiritually complacent. It's just what it is. There's a duality, triality, or quadality of everything. Most people say duality, but there's levels. Just like there's 7 heavens, there's 7 different hells people go through. Man, so big up to everybody in here that's already. And spiritual growth is so important. Again, embracing happiness as a choice accelerates spiritual evolution, aligning with your higher self. All of us have a higher self. And that's how our higher self can reach stars beyond stars. But after that spiritual goal, 7 says self-love. Oh, man, a lot of us lack self-love. Do you know people out there that lack self-love? I want you to share this with them right now. Do you know a friend or a family member that lacks self-love? Share this with them right now. Say, come on now. And put in the, when you share it with them, say, I'm sharing this because I love you. That's what you say to them. You got to preference it. Don't just share them a link. I don't like when people just share me a link without prefacing what the link. That's why when I share my links, most of the time, I always say, this is some good information, or check this out, family, or this, blah, 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 blah. Or if it's public friends that I know for a long time, I will just share the link automatically. When you share it to new people that's not used to you sharing links, you got to preference the links that you share. Share with them, because sometimes our people that are lacking self-love, and it says, and I wrote, choosing happiness demonstrates self-love and self-care, essential for spiritual well-being. So when you have self-love and self-care, for anybody out there, it will help you build your spiritual well-being. And spiritual well-being is once you start doing it spiritually, that means you'll start doing it physically. So self-love has a spiritual component as well as a physical component. That's why I made it number 7, because 7 is the number of the law of attraction, but it's also the number of deeper spiritual insight and deeper spiritual research. So most of us that want to really develop self-love, we have to internally research who we are, what we need to do to maintain or demonstrate self-love and self-care. And once you understand and develop that self-love, self-care, then that spiritual self-love, self-care, and well-being will start to attract others. And sometimes you attract those energy vampires, but at least when you understand things from a spiritual perspective, you're able to identify with the energy vampire and move them out of the way, or tell them, look, I can't deal with you at this time. This is not, and they might be your family member, they might be your mother, they might be your father, it might be your cousin, it might be your sister, it might be your brother, it might be anybody that don't understand. But that leads to number 8, resilience. Learning to choose happiness, develop resilience, navigating life's challenges with greater ease. That means when the challenges come to you, when the storm comes, you just laugh at the mother flipping storm and say, ha, 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 storm. I'm in a house. I'm in a dome home, a spiritual dome home planted in the egg nest, in the foundation of the earth. You're in a spiritual dome home. So resilience is important because that's learning to choose happiness, helps you to develop resilience, navigating life challenges with greater ease. It becomes easy. The challenge becomes easy, and you're waiting for the next challenge. And you turn those challenges into success. Number 9, alignment with purpose. Woo! Sense of purpose, alignment with purpose, find your purpose. Let me tell you, family. When I look back at it, I realized that my purpose has always been around me since I was a child. And I wrote about it in this book. This is a motivational book that a lot of you, I think this will benefit a lot of you. This one is called, this particular book is called No Promotion is Bad Promotion. All publicity is good publicity. Just spell my name right. It's an introduction into my world of promotion and production from a motivational perspective. It motivates you, and it tells you in between. I tell you my story of how my purpose has been with me since I was a child, with music, being in the club, being on the microphone, being on radio, being on television. I talk about it in this book. And then towards the back of the book, you see a lot of the celebrities that I've met throughout my life, from the Malik Yoba to the Luciano, to the Tony Rebel, to the Beanie Man, the Shaggies, and all the people that I've met along my journey of recognizing my purpose and taking my purpose from one level to the other. Of course, as a child, I didn't understand why I love a microphone or why I love to act out and have fun with my cousins and create commercials when we was younger. I didn't understand that, but I eventually started doing it and made money from it on radio. It's the real deal. So most of us, if not all of us, know that our purpose is around us, and it is around us. It's always there, looming in the background. You just don't remember because it was something that you loved to do when you was a child. You may have loved to dance. As soon as you heard music, you started bouncing on your mommy's lap, or you bouncing on your daddy's lap. You were supposed to be a dancer. Maybe you were supposed to do contemporary dance, ballet dance, whatever. Some people became strippers. Whatever they did, they just loved music. They was just, so the mother, they shaking now on Twitter and all them kind of channels. You see little babies doing their little thing, African babies doing their little dance. We all really know our purpose. We really do. But because life be life, and I was telling my child that today, my son, he's 31 years of age. And I was telling him that because of something that he was trying to do. And I said, look, I've been teaching you this since you was a child. I named you. I gave them names that can depict what are some of their great possibilities. His name means beneficent. messenger. Beneficent messenger, because I gave him the name Jalil Rasul. Me and his mother gave him the name Jalil Rasul. Beneficent messenger. He came with a message. He just haven't found the totality of his message yet. But he is a healer. He knows how to make things happen. So, and I gave one of my other sons that God is his savior and teacher, Shaya Enoch. Name your children with names that will last forever, but that has a meaning. Gave my other son Tariq Asar, travelers by night, and the Egyptian, I forgot the Kemetic meaning for the name Asar, but we know Asar, Aset. You know, I gave him those names so they could always look back and say, And I gave him the name Muhammad because they have like 2 middle names. And Muhammad in any language means one worthy of praise or praiseworthy. That's what the name Muhammad means. One worthy of praise or praiseworthy. So anytime you take on, I've gotten the name Muhammad back in the day. Back in 85 and that 95. I had it since 85. I got my name Muhammad. So you got to give, if a name is better than silver and gold, you got to give that name so they can have that sense of purpose. Any child that you have, make sure you give them a name that they're going to have a sense of purpose. Because again, alignment with your purpose can also be the gift, talents, and skills and the meaning that you give your child that name to. So alignment with purpose, happiness becomes a guiding force, aligning actions with your true purpose and passion. In other words, if happiness becomes a guiding force, that means you got to do what you love. So if you go back to time when you was a child, especially between those formative years, between 0 and 7 or 10 years of age, and you remember that you used to like to draw and you did it well, or you like to play with Legos and you did it well, or you like to cook and you did it well, that was the first form of your purpose, your happiness. That was the guiding force. So go ask your mama, go ask your daddy, go ask your auntie, go ask your grandmother, what is it that you used to love to do? And watch, you'll find you'll start to unravel and unpack your true purpose and passion just by going back to the imaginary realm of your childhood, because that's when we were in our imaginations even more than now. Some of us have lost our imagination. The 10th, but not the least, connection to the divine. Connection to the divine. Learning to choose happiness is learning how to connect with the divine. Connection to divine. Choosing happiness acknowledges the divine within, fostering a deeper connection to the universe and its plans. We are divine people. The energy within us, even if you don't feel physically that you're divine, the energy is constant. It only changes form. That's why they say in science that energy cannot be created or destroyed. So your divine energy cannot be created or destroyed. So when you connect to the divine energy, you're choosing happiness to acknowledge the divine within, fostering a deeper connection to the universe and its plan. And you got a master plan, family. Everyone has a master plan. On the bottom, I say, by choosing happiness, you embrace a powerful spiritual practice, transforming your life and aligning with your highest purpose. At the end, that's summing it all up. At the end, I like to sum things up. After I stay up till like 3 a.m. I'll be talking to friends and talking to my partners and business partners. I talk to friends from Germany. They call me because, time is different. Some of them call me from over there. My cousin, when she was alive, she was from England. She would call me. May she rest in peace. So, family, it is so imperative to choose happiness. Choose happiness. And it's all right to choose happiness. It's all right. Don't let no one take you away from your happiness. Don't let no one, nobody, not even your pick-me them, your children them, no matter, let none of them take your happiness, my brother and sister. Nobody let them take it. Don't let them take it. I don't care what they're going through. I got my children, some of them going through relationship stuff. I'm like, when things go wrong, don't go with it. I got into a little spat with my son today, but then I had to calm down and I apologized to him. I said, you know what? And my spirit kept on saying, when things go wrong, King Simon, don't go with it. Because I need them to stay focused because I love them. I want them to stay focused. But right now, life be lifing. They're going through their relationship just like I went through mine back in the day with their mother and the other children's mother. I went through all of that. I know. I got it. But during these rough times in relationship, whether it's business or otherwise, you take those lessons and you flip them into blessings. And I'm glad that my son clarified that he is why he does with whatever he's doing, especially with business and his own business that he's building, is what keeps him busy so he don't go down the route of selling drugs and doing the craziness. And I'm thankful for that none of them and all of them, they was all taught well that they don't need to go down, from my first boy all the way to my last child. My last child, he's going through his ups and downs right now, but he knows the difference between what is it, because he got locked up one time and he don't ever want to go back there again. They had him locked up to a desk and sleeping on some hard. He never want to do that. I said to him, now, son, how does sleeping on a hard chair tied to a desk feel sleeping on a nice soft bed in your mama's house or in your own place? Yeah, he said, I don't want to deal with that no more. I don't want to do that no more. Okay, he got scared straight real quick. And he didn't even have to go into the prison system. You remember that television show called Scared Straight back in the day? Yeah, it scared some of them boys straight. But I never had to go through that. But I did watch it on TV and say, okay, all right, I see what these dudes are doing. All right. But I never had to go through that. So once you choose happiness, from a spiritual perspective, which I just gave y'all, and now I'm about to give y'all the numerovational perspective and why the word choose happiness is so important from a mathematical perspective, because it has mathematical meaning. And when you choose in purpose, let me read from one of these numerology books what the number 55 means from their perspective, because this is the numerovational perspective. This is the numerovational perspective. So I'm not afraid to share books. This book is by Numerology and the Language of Life by Ruth Drea. And if they're watching, if they're still alive, big up to them. Shout out to them. People might be telling them that King Simon talks about you. Blah, 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 blah. Yo, I'm on Billy Carter's show. People knows. I'm not afraid to share knowledge. Never keep knowledge in a bushel basket, family. And when I go on 19 Key Show, I'm going to bring a whole bunch of books and put it right there on the desk. Not just my books. I'll put a whole bunch of books. I'm going to say, hey, this is what I want your audience to understand. That everybody is studying and learning how to be their best self in this realm. Everybody's studying. So what does she say? Because choose happiness equals 55. In the Pythagorean system, choose adds up to a number 29, which is 11. The word happiness adds up to a 44, which is, so I'm gonna go through the 1144 for you right now too. Before I get to 55, let's go in her book and let's see what she says about the number 11, 29, 11, and the 44. And we're gonna go to the simple meaning that she gives in her book, because she got a simple meaning, then she has a long chapter in the book. But the simple meaning of the number 11 is choose. The word choose resonates with that 11 that deals with spiritual teachers, courageously demonstrating and teaching Earth's student to stand each in their own integrity while being gentle and sensitive with themselves and each other. So when you decide to choose on its higher vibratory level, because on the negative of the number 11, that is the number of deceiving. That's the number of treachery on the negative. But on the positive, it's about bringing integrity in a courageous way. So when you choose, you have the choice to make a choice, because every man and woman, before they even went down the criminal road, had a choice to become a criminal or become a pastor or minister or a doctor or whatever they wanted to become, or just a regular person doing a regular job. Every man and woman got a choice, because 11 is the equilibrium between the physical and spiritual realm. And usually your choices are revealed to you spiritually and then becomes a physical manifestation. Choose. Choose. And then in the midst of choose, you have the double sixes. You have the double seven, which the sixes represent the need to have balance on a masterful level, spirituality on a masterful level with the 77. Choose. This is not a game, family. Word, sound, power is not a game. Words cast spells into people's hearts and souls to the point that they can do crazy stuff with the wrong words and using the wrong word. So choose what you're saying. And this word choose, the vowels of the word choose, adds up to number 17, which is the 8. 17 is the legacy leaving number, but it's also in compound numerology, it's called the star of the Magi. So when you decide to choose, the inner meaning, the A-E-I-O-U, the vowels of the word says you can become a star of the Magi. Because, no, hold on one second. Let me make sure I'm clear. One is star and one is a crown. Let me make sure I'm clear. Okay. 21 is the crown of the Magi. Number 17 is the star of the Magi. So I was right. That's the star of the Magi. Sometimes I get it mixed up. So the vowels of the words choose in the Pythagorean system adds up to 17. So when you make the right choice, then you will leave a legacy for your family. Especially if you're choosing happiness or you're choosing misery. You can leave a legacy or a misery for your family. That's how deep it is. Choose. Look, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. And then when you go into the Chaldean system, the number 3 or the number 30. Remember, in my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, what do I say about the number 30? The number 30 is the symbol of mental outlook and superior mindset. So when you're choosing, you're making the decision mentally to have a good mental outlook or a negative mental outlook about what you choose. Because the number 30 that this word adds up to is the number of mental outlook and superior mindset. It's a master number potential that adds infinite power and potential to any number it follows because of the 0. And the number 30 also deals with being optimistic, charming, jovial, creative. So people born under that number or connected to that number or your name that add up to that number, that's what you're supposed to bring. That's the gift. That's your purpose in life. What you add, whatever you do with that jovial, happy gift to wherever you go, you can bring it to the criminal world, or you can bring it to just like Nikki Bonds, right? Nikki Bonds. Let's Google up Nikki Bonds' birthday real quick. Hold on one second. Let me see. Let's Google up Nikki Bonds' birthday. All right. He was born October 15th, right? 1933. He was born the same year as Dr. Sabi. When you add that 10 plus 15 equals 25 plus 1930, 1933 equals 1958. And when you add all that together, his life path is a number 5. Interesting enough, 5 and 3 are the numbers of jovial, happy. 5 just love their freedom to be whatever they want to be and all that kind of stuff. But Nikki Bonds, when you watched him on the television show, he was happy-go-lucky doing his thing. Women loved him because of that number 6 energy. He attract women. He was just flamboyant with that 5 energy, that life path. Then he born in the year 33, which is the number of jovial and happiness. So that's why Nikki Bonds, he was happy when Frank Lucas came in. And then when Frank Lucas started talking about this stuff about infringement, then he said, he turned up with Frank. He said, wait, infringement? I said, this is Nikki Bonds, according to the television show. I'm going to watch American Gangster after this. Because I learned from these movies. So when you're making a choice, because it adds up to the number 30, 30 is the symbol of mindset and superior mindset. So when you are making a choice, and because 77 is there, let's see what she says in her book about the number 77. This is the numerovational perspective. So I choose whatever book I want to choose. It says 77. Wise ones who can assist others with the experiences necessary to achieve absolute trust and faith in themselves. These people or these energies will have specially developed senses so that they can see below the surface and know their own divinity. And from that security, live life freely, open to adventure. Why would she say that? Because 7 plus 7 equals 14, which is a 5, and that's the number of freedom. That's why she says towards the end, open to adventure. The number 5 is the number of adventure, and live life freely. But they have to live it under a spiritual and trusting of faith in themselves and their inner self, because 77 is the master number of inner self, inner research. So when you choose to do something, or choose to be somebody, or choose to be a criminal, or choose to be righteousness, that's your inner self coming out of you, because anytime you see master numbers popping out, that intensifies this word, and that intensifies the number 30, and the 66 intensifies the number 11. In any word, in any name. So I don't play with this. I'm not new to this, family. I'm true to this. Let me say that again. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I'm living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden. So choosing happiness, the word 44 comes up in the word happiness. What does she say about the word the number 44 in her book? I'm using her book. I've been tapped into this is my book and her book. I don't even have to go anywhere else. My book and her book. This is Ruth Drea. It's an old book from 1990. She says the number 44, the dedicated worker, establishing a balanced world built on the solid foundation of God's law. Happiness. God or your creator wants you to be happy. God or your creator wants you to be happy. Be happy. Be happy. Happiness. The word happiness adds up to the number 44. Big up to the 44 God, my brother Blue Pill over there at the Invest Fest right now, showing his 44 happiness. Go check him out. He's smiling with blue things on his teeth. The blue what they call caps, I believe, or grills. But that word happiness have 77 and 88. Again, what I broke down about 77 is the same pertaining in this word. But when I come to the 88 in her book, she talks about 88 balancers, bringing evenness into all walks of life, wisely bridging the inner and the outer worlds of reality. These will be healing ministry with a deep well of faith and trust. So because 88 is in this word, and 77 is in this word, and 44 is the word, 88 is the master balancer, the double infinite number. The one that says when it comes to happiness, you got to recognize the assets and liabilities. And if it's not making you happy, they become a liability. When it's making you happy, it is it's an asset. So 8 always helps you to recognize it in a double manner. And because the 44 is there, and that's the number that says trust the universe. And 77, like I said, is those people that are supposed to trust and have faith in their inner self or themselves. But it also allows them to live life freely and be open up to adventure. Because 7 is a traveling number. These 77 is a traveling over the seas number. So words are powerful. Then when I go to the last part of happiness, you have 11. And what did I say? What have I been saying every time when I come up on these channels? I say Anytime you see double letters in any word or any name that you may possess, whether it's your middle name, your first name, your last name, the double letters makes the master numbers appear when you connect the letters with the words. Letters with the numbers. It makes it appear, and it intensifies the 44. It intensifies the 39, which is a 12. It's an intensity number because it exists within the word. Word up. It exists in the word. So 11 is there. 333. So if your name had all these master numbers in it, your brother King Simon would look at your name, and I would write that down in my notes section and say, yo, you got 77, 88, 33, and 11 in your numerical scope. That's what I would do, because I look at things from a holistic perspective, and then I'll break down what each one of them means to you and how you can use them connected to your birthday and to your name. That's what I do when I book the sessions, when I do the sessions. Because most of y'all might have double letters in your name. You might have a Morrison. Your name might be Billy or Lelina or Lloyd. Lloyd Strayhorn has the double L, so he has the 33 right there on me. Lloyd, LLOYD, LL Cool J. So when you book a session with me, and I have to find all of this. Thank you, Magic, for sending me a Cash App. I'm looking for all of this. Because when you start seeing master numbers or master frequencies due to the double lettering, it triggers something in me to say, yo, remember, numbers don't control you. They're here to guide you. So if I start seeing 77, 66, and 77, and 88, and 33, and 11 in your name, I say, yo, go use this number. Go use this number. Use this number for this pertaining to your birthday. Use this number for this pertaining to that. Use all of them. Because you can turn on the volume and turn up the frequency of all of them. It's just like a radio frequency. When you like that music, before I let go, ain't no stopping us now. Whatever song you like to play, these musical notes connected to words and birthdays and names help you to figure out what you need to do with them through the interpretation of a good numerovator or a good numerologist. And then you're supposed to turn up the volume. Turn up the volume. Turn up your volume. And put those words and names and numbers to work, because they came to work for you. That's why you was named that. That's why you chose the name. That's why your mama chose the name spiritually, or your daddy chose the name spiritually, or your granddaddy chose the name spiritually, or your grandmama chose the name spiritually and gave it to you. Whether it's the middle name or the first name, you might be named after your grandmama. You might be named after your father. You might be named after your great-great-grandmama, because you remind them of them. It is what it is. But you got to know how to turn up the volume of every one of them. 39 equals 12, which is a 3. Again, this 3 shows up the jovial, happy attitude. 12 says don't stifle yourself and don't become a victim. Protect your happiness. Because the negative of the 12, you can become a victim and a sacrificial lamb of other people's bill, because you're trying to make them happy and you're not exuding in your happiness. Oh, no, this ain't no joke. 3 plus 3 equals 6. 6 deals with the balance, harmony, truth, justice, and reciprocity. So if you're going to choose happiness, you have to forgive, let go, and choose balance, truth, justice, reciprocity, and be willing to heal and forgive. And so you can maintain your happiness. You don't want to hold on to things, because if you hold on to things, it becomes some type of disease in your body or mental disease. Choose happiness adds up to 6, because I took 30, adds up to 3. 3 plus 0 equals 3. 39. 3 plus 9 equals 12. 1 plus 2 equals 3. But I still look at all of them, because every one of the numbers that come up means something. 3, 9, 1, 2, and then 3. That's the last equation of the number. And then I add up those two numbers to get the 6. But if I added 39 plus 30, if I added 12 plus 30, I would still get it down to the 6 anyway. I look at things from a holistic perspective, because when you look at it from a holistic perspective, you get the big picture, a bigger board. Just like when I open up this page here, boom, you see the whole board now. It's like, whoa, hey, Jesus Christ. Condense it, King. It's too much. It's too much, King. Condense it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to condense it. Whoop, lock it in. I can condense it even smaller than that. I can make it even tighter. I'll make it tunnel vision. Whoa. I can do whatever I want to do with them on my show. Yo, here we go. So you can see. And then 55. What does she say about the number 55? And y'all know 5 plus 5 equals 10. 10 is 1. 10 is the wheel of fortune energy. So whatever you put your mind to when you choose the happiness, whatever you put your mind to, because of that 10, you can succeed. It's a wheel of fortune, whether it's negative or positive. You can do it. You can do it if you really won't, but you must try. Try and try. Number 55, adventurous. Really pioneering a new world where each person or each energy can freely align themselves with the will of God or the Creator to experience exciting, creative lives. So when you choose happiness, you're choosing to freely align yourself with the will of the Creator and experience exciting and creative lives by choosing happiness. Then it goes on to say, money will be a byproduct for work done, not a goal in itself. There will be no fear because 55 is the number of fearlessness. Let me say that again. 55 is the number of fearlessness. 5 is the number of fearlessness on its own because it's about adventure, taking risk. So anything that adds up to the number 5, 14, 23, anything that adds up to the number 5 or have too many 5s in it, 5, 5, 5, 55, number 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, that deals with adventure, taking risks, being different or wrong. There will be no fear of being different or wrong, as everyone will be living secure in God's love, being themselves. I mean, she's a religious person, as you can see. And I respect it. She's probably a Christian. I've read the back of this book a few times. What is she? Has a private practice numerology. She has established clients all over the world, including India, England, and France. Me too, sister. Me too, Ruth. Me too. In the short time that I've been studying, I have clients all over the world. Thank you, Ruth. So she gave us some information. So family, understand and understand the importance of choosing happiness. Choose happiness. When people come in your life and try to bring the drama, choose happiness. When people try to bring all kind of malicious conversation and gossip, choose happiness. When people say, hey, you need to come with me in my misery, choose happiness. Don't go down that road. Like Les Brown says, when things go wrong, don't go with it. When things go wrong, don't go with it. When things go wrong, don't go with it. Now, I know you care about your family. You care about your mama. You care about your dad. You care what they say and what they mean. That's why this is a good book to have. The power of positive energy. Because your mama or your daddy or your auntie or your uncle might be still resonating on their negative energy from their mama, their daddy, their uncle, their granny, their friends, their relationship, and then try to pass it on to you, which some of it may get through, but you got to learn to choose happiness. I'm just saying though, choose happiness. You're welcome. I don't have no app. No. Lloyd Strayhorn has an app. But again, I had an app before, but it was for my promotional production. I might do a Numerovation app, but it's so much. You have to update it and all that when I just go with the flow. That's why it's good to book sessions with me. Not doing all of that with you. It's good to book sessions because then I'll help you to understand different things. Go to Lloyd Strayhorn. Lloyd Strayhorn has an app and he can point out his life path, but I do my sessions a little bit different. I have Lloyd Strayhorn's app. That's one of my teachers. That's one of my brothers. But because I do numerovation and I don't just do astronumerology, that's a part of numerovation. But you know what else is a part of numerovation? Islam. You know what else is a part of numerovation? Christianity. You know what else is part of numerovation? Ifa. You know what else is part of numerovation? Moorish teachings. You know what else is part of numerovation? Hermetic teachings. You know what else is part of numerovation? Kemetic teachings. I'm not limited. You're not limiting me to just a numerologist. When numero means using the numbers to motivate you, and that's using any form of motivation that I could use to help motivate your ass. That's why I have Muslim clients, Christian clients, Hebrew clients, Moorish clients. I have all kinds of clients, Japanese clients, Chinese clients, German clients, Arab clients, Jewish clients. I got all kinds of clients because I'm not limited, because I study. If you look on my bookshelf and I just came from my storage, I have an eclectic styles of different books in my arsenal here that I read through and I look through and I pull from, and look here, man. I got Don Miguel's book, Mastery of Love. I got 4 Agreements. I got a lot of his books. You think, and if I think you need this, I got this, the Yogi Science of Breath. And if I think you need that, I will go and study and I will bring out what I learned from this and say, you know what, you need to breathe. Because the word yogi, when you do the mathematics to it in numerology, when you do the mathematics, especially in the Pythagorean or the Chaldean system, okay, that's 1 plus 7 plus 3 plus 1 equals 12. So when people are born under 3 or the 12 or the 30th of the month, if they're talking too fast, they need to learn how to breathe. If you got a lot of 3s in your chart, just because the word yogi in the Chaldean system adds up to a number 12, you got to be very careful not to stagnate your breath. Because the negative of that yogi breath of science, that means you're stagnating your breath instead of letting your breathing flow. That's what it's telling me when I broke down the word yogi just now in my own writing. Right now, I just wrote it down. It gets deep because I study all of this stuff. In the Pythagorean system, the word yogi adds up to, 7 plus 6 plus 7 plus 9 equals 29, which is 11. So if I see people born under 11 or connected to the number 2, because 1 plus 1 equals 2, or 29 or 20th, I say, yo, you need to do some yoga. You need to go practice yoga or get into yoga or study yogis. I'm not new to just, when I see numbers vibrating with other people, I bring it to the numerovation. I have to, because I'm the numerovator. It makes sense. I got books on the book of African-American quotation. So I might go to a quote like Ella Fitzgerald said in this book: the only thing better than singing is more singing. So if I know you got a singing vibration and you want to become a singer in some form, what does Ella Fitzgerald say? The only thing better than singing is more singing. So I tell you, go ahead and sing. Ella got a whole lot of 3s in the chart just with the word Ella. E-L-L, she got the L-L in it. That's the 33 in Ella Fitzgerald's name. That's the singing and expressive number. She got the master number 33. It says she's supposed to express herself through music, dance, art. Ella Fitzgerald, and that's her quote. The only thing better than singing is more singing. She said, I stole everything I ever heard, but mostly I stole from the horns. So she learned even by listening to the horns to sing just like the horns. This is Ella Fitzgerald in this book. Go look up her birthday. Let's find out what Ella Fitzgerald's birthday is. Okay? Ella Fitzgerald's birthday. April 25th. Wow. April 25th, 1917. When you add that 4 plus that 25 equals 29, which is 11. So she has to deal with breathing. I just talked about breathing in yogi. If she would practice breathing, yogi breath on just to perfect her breathing while she's singing. Then she's born 1917. 1917. So when I add it all together, plus 1917, that add up to 1946. And when you add all of that together, you add the 10 plus the 10 is a 20. And that says she came to do some great purpose on earth. She came with a great purpose. And sure enough, Ella Fitzgerald served a great purpose on earth. That's her life path. When I add 4 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 9 plus 1 plus 7, it equals 29, which is 11. She already got an alignment number that's a 29, which is 11. She already got a life path, which is a 29 and 11. 11 is the number of fame and fortune. Ella Fitzgerald. I just broke down her birthday right in front of your face. Clap, clap, clap. And she became fame and fortune just by the 33 energy in her, the 3, the need to be jovial and healing. Ella Fitzgerald. I could have broke down her whole name and got much more out of that name. Ella Fitzgerald. Ella Fitzgerald. Yeah, then you have to email him. If you're having problems with his app, it's email. And, people, I understand y'all want to get it fast and quick. Y'all need to go to an app, but it's so much better doing a full session with Lloyd or a full session with me, spiritual awakening. It's so much better than just doing a session, because to me, apps are limited. That's really, for me, if I'm going to do an app, it's really just to book sessions and just to give you a basic of what your day might be and what this is and what that is, because that's what it does. But it's limited. That's why I don't like to do PowerPoints too much. I need the board. So my 8-hour course is PowerPoint and a board, because I know I can erase and put things up and erase and come back. And when my mind goes with it, I can write it down and put it up. And I know what I can do with a board. Although the board is old school, but it's true school. Let me say that again. The board may be an old school, but it's the true school, because now if my mind says go there, it's hard for me to change the PowerPoint in the midst of the PowerPoint, because you already pre-prepared the PowerPoint. But if I'm on the board, I'll just take my eraser and go like this, and I'll start boop, 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 and start doing magic on the board, because I can do magic. I can do magic on this board. I can do magic on this board. That's why I do, on my 8-hour course, I do PowerPoint and I do the board. The board starts off first. The PowerPoint is towards the end, because I want to solidify what I was saying on the board. So I kept the power. I prepare a PowerPoint. In my 8-hour course, I got an 8-hour course, not a 2-hour course. I got a 2-hour course on an introductory course on Udemy. I showed that earlier. I showed that that clip earlier. I got a 2-hour course on Udemy. But I have an 8-hour course. If you pay for the 2-hour course, I give you a discount to the 8-hour course. If you pay for the 2-hour course on Udemy, that's how Brother Rich said Udemy, I will give you a discount on the 8-hour course. The 8-hour course, once you get it, is yours to study over and over and over again. And in the course, I keep on telling you, you got to keep on studying if you want to be proficient at this numerovation, holistic numerovation. Like I said, I don't do numerology. I don't, put it like this, I don't only do numerology. Put it like that. I don't only do numerology. I do numerovation, baby. That's what I do. I don't only do numerology. I got to do numerovation, because it helps me to stimulate me to connect you with your numbers and with the motivational frequency that you need, or the motivational interpretation that you need, so you can stay motivated. I need you to stay motivated. I need you to be better. So don't be afraid to take my course. It might be $10.99 or it might be $74.99 on Udemy right now. Don't be afraid to book a session. I have a 15-minute session, and I have a 15-minute session. You don't talk to me. It's pre-recorded. You got 3 questions that you can ask. You're allowed to ask 3 questions, and I break down your name. I type up your name and break down all the numbers connected to your name. The 30-minute to 35 minutes is a conversation with me. You get to talk to me, ask me any amount of questions, because I'm stimulated by questions. When you ask me a question, there is no stupid questions. Either I know or I don't know. And I will tell you that is for astrology, or that is for a psychic or intuitive, a spiritual reader you might need. I will tell you that, and I will guide you to the person, because I don't have to be any and everything. I like to share the wealth. Why you think I got other people up here like a tarot reader like this beautiful sister here, Carrie Ann Ingram, or a cardology and astrology or numerology reader? They're not threatening my circulation. God gives me my circulation, and God is in me. Lloyd ain't threatening my circulation. This cartomancy teacher is not threatening my circulation. That's why I'm not afraid to promote nobody. I'm not afraid, never been. I'm not jealous of anybody because they know more numbers of nobody, but numbers from another perspective. I love Akibalan. I love Blue Pill. I love A.A. Rashid and what they're doing. I love what they're doing. That's their lane. I stay in my lane. Simple as that. And don't forget to spread love on Cash App and PayPal. Spread love on PayPal and Cash App. Spread love. Spread love because I'm spreading love right now to you. I'm spreading love to you. Now that I finish off the board, I'm going to turn on the phone lines and I'm going to take at least 3 or 4 callers right now. Tell me, what have you been choosing? Have you chosen happiness past all the bull crap that you've been going through in your life? Choose happiness. That's the theme of today. Choose happiness. I'm erasing my board. I'm erasing my board. That's why you're not seeing me for a second now. The phone line is wide open like a book. Here's the phone line right here. I'll take 3 or 4 callers right now. 718-210-8853. That's 718-210-8853. Are you choosing happiness? And how have you done so? That's the question on the board. Are you choosing happiness? Have you chosen happiness? Because by choosing happiness, you embrace a powerful spiritual practice, transforming your life and aligning with your highest potential. Give me a call right now, 718-210-8853. I'll take 3 to 4 callers right now before I get off the line. 718-210-8853. Give me a call. Call me now if you want. Don't be afraid. I'm looking for new callers as well as old callers. I got no problem with that. But choosing happiness is very important. Talk to me. Hold on, let me take a drink. I see people calling. I see Louisville calling, Kentucky. Let me go to Louisville, Kentucky real quick. Remember, turn down anything that you're listening to me and talk to me over the phone. All right, turn down anything that you're listening to me on and talk to me only through the phone. Listen to me through the phone. Who am I speaking with? And welcome to the Numerovational Perspective.
Yo, what's going on, King Simon? This is Matt, man.
What's up?
How you doing?
What's up, Magic? What's going on, my brother? What's happening with you, man?
I am good, man. Choosing that happiness, man. You did a read for me a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, sir. How was it?
It was beautiful, man. Beautiful. So I've been choosing happiness, man. Something this couple of months ago, bro. I said like a month ago, man. Something just sparked in me. I don't know what it was, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I just so happily listened to one of your lectures. You was talking about you was on somebody else's show.
Okay.
And you was just talking about, pushing whatever you have inside to just push it, So got to read and stuff like that. And I've been on this numerology kick, man. You got me in this rabbit hole of this numerology. It's beautiful. And I've been seeing double numbers like everywhere I go.
Right.
Like when I look at the time, everything. So I'm doing something right with all this stuff that I've been, reading about double numbers. So I'm doing something right. So I'd like to say thank you for leading me in the right direction. I'm starting a business, started another business. So thank you for leading me in the right direction. So I just want to say thank you.
Thank you, brother. And thank you for the donation that you spread love with just now earlier. And please continue, man. You just play that song by Brother Rich, man. I can do magic. Be the magic.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got the little rotation.
Yeah, play that song by Kambada and Brother Rich, all right?
Yes, sir. Got a little rotation, man. Appreciate it, man. You have a good one.
All right. Take care, brother. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, man. And people like him that has his name called Magic, his name is Magic, he should listen to Blue Magic. Listen to Blue Magic with Ted Mills and those old school singers. I knew Ted Mills, the singer from Blue Magic, the lead singer that sang the high pitched voice. I knew Ted Mills very well. As a matter of fact, I used to cook breakfast for him when I was working in a restaurant. And one time he said, let me come back there and show you how. So I had him go wash his hands in the restaurant, had him go wash his hands, put on a little apron, and he showed me how to make eggs over easy. I was like 17, 18 years of age, 18, 19 years of age, working in the restaurant over there, Bushwick Avenue at the Ansaro Law Community, Blue Magic, Ted Mills, the lead singer, Ted Mills. He always had his throat wrapped because he always protecting his throat. Brother was excellent. So people born with that name Magic, or you want to learn to do magic, always watch song or listen to songs that encourages the magic within you, because the root word of magic is magi. And the Magi's in history, go read a book by Mfundishi Jehutamas, who I'll be having on soon. I have Supernova coming up. I have Kaba Kamene coming up about his carbon melanin book. I got he coming up. So I want people to really, when you have names or you want to really do magic, then you should tap in. And I'm not talking about just the hocus pocus magic, but the historical Magi's. Go study, go get that book, The Magi by Mfundishi Jehutamas. I'm hearing that it might become a movie because he's talking about the sacred history of Kemetic Magi's. And now that Wesley Snipes and all of them are back on the thing, big up to MJ. But now that Wesley Snipes is on the is back in it, I didn't go see Deadpool. I'm gonna wait till it comes. I ain't got no time. There's too much overly gay stuff going on in Deadpool. I ain't got no time for that. Respect to you that are gay, but I ain't got no time for that. But now that Wesley Snipes is in there, Wesley used to do things for Dr. John Henry Clark. He did a whole documentary for John Henry Clark. So Wesley's about that life, and I hope, and Infodition, all of them was in the same classes back in 125th Street, back over there at First World and all that kind of stuff. Wesley was a part of that. The Tree of Life and all that, that's what Wesley was a part of. The Tree of Life and First World. So Wesley knows the knowledge, and if we get with the right people with this knowledge and information, oh man, people like Wesley Snipes can do some wonderful work. And also Wesley Muhammad, big up to Wesley Muhammad all the time. Anybody else want to call in? The number here right now is 718-210-8853. The topic is, are you choosing happiness, or are you thriving to choose happiness? What are you doing? Are you letting people run over you, run by you, run through you? What are you doing? Are you letting society bring you down instead of choosing happiness, learning how to choose happiness? I just broke it down mathematically on the board, but I also gave you the spiritual meaning. And remember, in the description of all this, it's right here. The description is in the video. In the description of this video, you're going to see the whole lesson that I broke down about choosing happiness. Use it for your own self. That's why I did it. That's why I started doing that more. Anytime I put a lesson up, I'm going to give you my notes so you can look through it and apply it the way you want to apply it, and do it for your perspective, because it's really, everybody have their own perspective. Just like my brother Magic, he has his own perspective of using numbers. He's seeing numbers more than I see numbers. Everything to me is numbers, because every word has a meaning. Every letter on the street has a meaning. So I'll see a street number, and if my spirit says break down the number of that street, I'll break down that number of the street real quick. I'll break down the lead numbers, which is the vowels or the consonants of that word. My dear friend Adara, my massage therapist and my dear friend, she texted me about Spanish words and how they might have the C and the H or the SR, depending on, because she's studying Spanish right now. I said, in certain systems, you might see that there's one number for that particular CH or depending on what language you're speaking. But if you translate it into English, then I'm going to see CH as 3-8 in the Pythagorean or 3-5 in the Chaldean. So I'm going to look at it differently. I'm going to see it all, because again, I'm doing holistic numerology. I'm not subjected to what their linguistics is telling me to do. I see the CH, whether it's a big H, a big C, or a little h. That's what we do. That's what I see. And yes, even when you're driving and you see license plates, remember the letters have a numerical meaning. So if you're just seeing 9753 in the back letters, yes, that means something. But if you see PV4, PV8, PVT 7434, PVT has a meaning too, and it tells you about that car and its energy that it's attracting. Oh, yeah, it gets deep. I'm trying to tell people I don't play. And I don't want you to play when you study, because it's all about thinking beyond the box and realize there is no box. At the end of the day, you're going to realize, like the Matrix, there is none. There's no, just like he was when they were bending the spoon, and he was telling them to bend the spoon, and the child was able to bend the spoon, and then you realize there is no spoon. It's all energy that you're tapping into. It's really no spoon, because the physical spoon has energy, just like the physical card has energy. We have energy. It's how you tap into the energy so you can bend it. You know what I'm saying? Without even force sometimes. So it's a powerful thing. Numbers is a powerful thing. And I'm glad that all of y'all are on it right there. Y'all are studying. Big up to everybody that's on Instagram. People are studying on Instagram. People are with me on Instagram. Yes. For MM, somebody asked about MM. MM is 4 in both systems. But remember, M in the Pythagorean system is 13. So that's 13, 13. It's just that we break it down to a simple 4 just to keep it simple, but it's actually 13, 13. That's a person on Instagram that they're saying something on Instagram about it. So big up to Instagram also. All right, so nobody else want to come in? Anybody want to call in? Anybody else want to call in? Because I'm going to shut this off and keep it all. I don't want to go into 2 hours, not today. I'm not going to be breaking down no birthdays and none of that. I just want to find out, are you choosing happiness? Choose happiness, family. Please choose happiness. Be happy. And big up to Vibes Cartel. That just came to my spirit. Vibes Cartel is going through his health issues, but he's choosing every time he get on that Instagram to be happy. Because first of all, he's out of jail. He's with his beautiful wife. He's seeing his children. He's seeing his fans. Matter of fact, they're saying subscribers or his likes right now. Vibes Cartel's likes and subscribers in one of the arenas or one of the platforms have surpassed Beyonce. Vibes Cartel just came out of jail. His likes or his subscribers have surpassed Beyonce a little bit, but he made it. That's good for him. And remember, he's a Capricorn, and this is an 8-year cycle. And 8 is connected to Capricorn. 8 is connected to Capricorn. So it makes sense, my brother, that you were supposed to be released in this particular year. And look out for what they're trying to do with R. Kelly. Look out for what they're trying to do with R. Kelly. Pay attention. Y'all not hearing the news like I'm hearing the news with R. Kelly. Look out. He's a Capricorn too, so look out. Don't be surprised as we start closing out this year. Don't be surprised if you hear something very interesting about R. Kelly. Don't be surprised. I tell you, expect the unexpected, both positive and negative, because although it's an 8 personal year, it's an 8 year right now, and 8 is good for Capricorns and Aquarius, and good for people born on the 8th, the 17th, and the 26th of the month. But it's also, I always tell people it's favorable, but it can go down the negative road real quick of new things happening to you in that cycle also. You got duality. You got to stay and understand the duality. Somebody just asked about the name. Okay, I'm going to give you the name of the person that I was talking about that wrote that book on the Magi right now. I'll give you that name. His name is Mfundishi. I'm going to put the proper spelling. Don't be afraid to spread some Cash App love. Don't be afraid to spread some Cash App love. Spread love. Ba-ba-da. This is his name right here. I want to spell it correctly. I don't want to go and spell it. I don't want to spell it messed up. His name is Mfundishi Jehutimas. And that's his name on IG also. Mfundishi. That's a martial arts name. Mfundishi Jehutimas. I think there's in the world there's only 4 Mfundishis. I mean, I understand. It's a high title in the martial arts. His name is Mfundishi Jehutimas. That's his name right there. That's his name right there. That's his name right there. Mfundishi Jehutimas. Now, Jehutimas is a Kemetic word. All right. All right, so let me go to the phone lines right now. Let me see who's on my phone line. Please listen to me over the phone and turn down anything else that you're listening to me on. Please talk to me and listen to me through the phone. This is King Simon, the Numerovational Perspective. Who am I speaking with?
Peace, brother. This is Brother Troy.
Hey, Brother Troy. How you doing, sir? What's going on?
How you doing? I was calling in. You request. I'm choosing happiness.
No.
I watch the show every day. The other day when I picked up the line, you were mourning the loss of a brother named Troy Jackson.
Yeah, my spiritual son that they calling me Papa Simon since he was a child. Yeah.
And my name is Troy Jackson. And we also shared the same nickname as Justice. Wow. Yeah. So
wow. But when is your birthday?
My birthday is March 26, 1980.
Okay, so you're born the same day. You're born the
same day. I think his October 9th.
Yeah, he's October 9th. Yeah, you're born the same day as Teddy Pendergrass. Yeah.
Right. Come on, man. Yeah.
But because you're born under Aries, you got to be very careful when you're driving and riding motorcycles too. Because
yeah. I already know. I don't have the best experiences with vehicles, accidents and stuff. I've been in a lot of accidents.
That's that number 9 energy connected to Aries. That's why he's born on the 9th. That number 9 is connected to Aries and Scorpio. So when you connect it to 9 in any capacity, you gotta be mindful on roads and be careful of accidents because y'all could be very accident prone.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate the wisdom.
You're welcome, brother. One day you do a full session, and I can break down more about it, my brother. When you're ready.
Okay, I will do.
All right.
Peace, brother. You have a blessed day.
All right, appreciate you. You see what he said? He's not that with the accidents. You got to be careful. When you connected to that 9, whether it's a Scorpion sign, which is connected to that Mars energy, or that Aries sign, or you're connected on the 9, the 18th, or the 27th of the month, or you have a lot of 9s in your chart. Like you have a lot of, let's say you have a lot of I's and R's in your chart. In the Pythagorean system, if you have a lot of I's or R's in your name, you could also attract accidents if you're not careful. Also, the number 9 rules immune system, heated diseases and heated ailments, because usually they have a good thing about themselves. They have a good way about themselves, but they got to make sure that whatever they're doing, they got to make sure they don't catch those heated diseases like chicken pox and influenza, which is the flu and all that kind of stuff. So when you're connected to that 9 energy, believe me, I know because I'm connected to 9 just by my last name is connected to 9. So I understand. That's why when I rode a motorcycle, it was a dirt bike years ago. We was riding it in Brooklyn on the street. So I'm trying to follow my friend, and he gave me the bike to ride. I crashed. I slid under a truck, but the truck wasn't moving. It was at the end of the block, parked up, and I couldn't control it, and I slid under the truck. And after that, I never rode a dirt bike or a motorcycle again. One of those electrical dirt bike back in the nope. I'm not dealing with organ donating at all. I'm not an organ donor. I didn't put it on my driver's license. I am not an organ donor. Sorry. I want all of my organs to go with me to the ground and then spread its love to the universe. That's what I want my organs to do. Thank you very much. Though I respect those who want to donate organs. That's what you want to do. Cool. But sorry, I'm not a Jehovah's Witness either. I may give blood to family members or somebody if I need it, but I'm not doing the organ thing. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. I want it all to go with me. Yes, blood, at least keep on making blood, keep on coming back. But thank you, Troy, for calling in. Anybody else that want to call in? I got one more caller. If you want to call in, the number is right here now, 718-210. Are you choosing happiness? Are you choosing misery? Choose happiness or choose misery. It's totally up to you. Maybe I need to break down misery too. You know that word misery. See, I'll start getting it. Y'all got me going in my words again. Lord have mercy. Misery. Misery. You gonna choose happiness or you gonna choose misery? What you want? Already it's starting with the mental health number, the mental number. Already misery starts with the M, mental health. Remember what I say. Any one of these things that can disturb your mindset starts with that came to bring. You got to listen to music can disturb your mindset. Movies can disturb your mindset. Media can disturb, and they all begin with this number 4. This in my book is the mental health number. People with names like this have to protect their mind. People with names that has D, M, and B. That's all 4 energy in the Pythagorean, but in the Chaldean is D, M, T. In the Chaldean. So anytime you start with any one of these in your name, your first name, or your middle name, or your last name, you always got to protect your mind a little bit more because that is the initial name, the initial letter of your name or the word misery. Misery, it leads with a 4. Go figure that one out. 9, 1, 1, 3, 5, 5, 9, 2, 7, and 1. Pythagorean and Chaldean. Look what we got here. Woo! 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 Man. So 4 plus that 10 plus that 14 plus that 7 equals 35. 3 and 5 is 8. 8 in my book is also a mental health number in my book. Go figure that one out. Go figure that in the Pythagorean system, it adds up to 35, which is an 8, and 8 is the 3rd mental health number in my book. 4, 7, 8, 5, and 3 are the mental health numbers in my book. Let's see what it says in the Chaldean system. 5 plus 8 plus 3 equals 16. I can't make this stuff up. Mic drop. A chalk jump. I'm sorry. I can't make this stuff up. The word misery adds up to 2 of my mental health numbers in my book. After studying and researching for many years and seeing the patterns, cycles, and sequences, misery, the word misery adds up to 8 and 7. 16, which is a 7, 35, which is an 8. I can't make this up. Book drop. I can't. Go get the book. Stop playing. It's in the book. I'm just telling you. I can't make this up. We just here talking about misery right now. We just here talking. And I said, let me look it up in my own mathematical way. And sure enough, the word misery adds up to yo, let me get off of this lot. Let me get off of this because look here, man. I'm gonna sit in the backyard and take in some sun. I'm not gonna go to the Invest Fest until tomorrow, and I'll be giving out flyers. And if y'all coming out to the Invest Fest and y'all see this flyer with my books on it in the back, keep the flyer because what happens, what I do, is that I allow people to get a $5 or more discount at the door for my events with my flyers for the event. So I got this. If you can't pay the early bird ticket right now, which is only $35, then it's going to go up to $45 in September. In October, it will be $55. If you bring the flyer to the venue on this day, October 13th, where Dr. B. Sirius is one of the special guests, special invited speakers. Brother Rich is one of because of their interaction with Dick Gregory and how they work with Dick Gregory. Red Pill and Blue Pill is speaking. Tassili Ma'at is doing it. And High Heels is also speaking. And Lorenzo Sanford from the Fela Kuti play is going to give a musical rendition. It's an all-day event. So you're allowed to come to the Dick Gregory Ancestral Tribute and stay for the Ashra Kwesi event. It's an all-day event. It's going to be $55 at the door. But if you show at least a flyer or you take a snapshot of this flyer and bring it to the door, my person at the door, my daughter-in-law at the door will definitely let you in with a discount at the door. Bring a flyer or you take the snapshot and show this flyer at the door. You get a discount, $5 or $10 discount. More than likely, it's going to be the $5 discount. All right. So If you're going to come out, come on out. Let's have some fun. Dr. B is going to have a good time. He's not playing the drums this time. He's going to speak about his connection with Dick Gregory. And that's what I want him to do. Then we're going to close out for a whole hour. And then we're going to bring on Baba Ashra Kwesi up there to have some fun. All right. And do his thing. And let him bring that ancient African ancestral salute to our ancient African ancestors. So, and our ancient indigenous ancestors of the world. So on that note, family, nobody else is calling in. It's good. Man, I had a good time. Thank you all very much for coming in and joining me. Remember, this has been the spiritual and numerovational meaning of the words and learning to choose happiness. Don't choose misery. We already told you what misery will lead to mental health. We already told you that. Choose happiness. Remember this coming Wednesday, not this Wednesday. Yeah, this Wednesday, the 28th. The 28th, we will be having Supernova Islam, the son of Queen Afua, will be in the building. And the topic is, man, the importance of healing yourself. And he's the author of this book, Man, Heal Thyself. Big up to Supernova Islam. And Queen Afua is also the author of that book. They work together on that. And don't forget this towards the end on August 30th, 31st, and September 1st, Galacticus.com invades Atlanta, the Atlanta airport. He invades the Atlanta airport. He'll be in town, so make sure you go to that. And don't forget Overcoming Imposter Syndrome and Fear of Success with Dr. Judge. She will be here. She's from the Naked Healer podcast. Don't mean she's naked while she's healing, but it's just meaning she's exposing herself raw and unfiltered on that podcast. So she'll be on my show this coming week on September 1st. Until I get those flyers done with my girl, I'm gonna have Tamika Royal. Not only is she a tarot expert, but she's also an actress. And her and I got something big coming up also. So I got to big her up. I got something big coming up with her soon. She's an actress, so I need that energy. Again, make sure y'all do the QR code right now. The QR code is very important for the Baba Ashra Kwesi, Mira Kwesi, and Baba Dick Gregory tribute. Young people are free up to the age of, I think up to the age of 16, I believe. Young people are free up to the age of 16. Yeah, 16 or 17. I think that's what it is. Yeah. I'm trying to get the young people in there so they can get some of this juice from the elders. Get some of this juice from some of the elders and some of the other brothers, the younger brothers and sisters that's going to be there too. And if you're into martial arts family, my martial arts family, we're doing a celebratory event for Grandmaster Lumumba, the Sanukis man himself, with special guests presenting. I'm supposed to be in town. I might be there, but a salute to all the beautiful women that they're doing the tribute for. Also showing that respect to all the women in the martial arts. Female masters will be in there. I see Dominique in there, Professor Dominique. I see Professor Diana in there. I see some people up in there. You know what I'm saying? Remember, support CarrieAnnIngram.com. That's CarrieAnnIngram.com. CarrieAnnIngram.com. Remember, Levin University with my girl, Nina Dunham. That's Levin University with Nina Dunham. That's 470-775-6434. Text her if you want to book a session. She helps you out on every level, and she has some great books too. 470-775-6434. How would you like to work from home, pretty people? Would you like to work from home? Part-time? Full-time, get paid daily, company trips, all that good stuff? You just got to text the word hire me to 770-861-9906. That's 770-861-9906. Do not call. Text her, and she will get back to you immediately. Just tell you heard it on King Simon's show. And remember, Lloyd Strayhorn, 800-581-4401. And please support all of my sponsors and my people that I work with, because they're doing this out of the goodness of their heart. And it's all about reciprocal energy. So support Lloyd, support all my advertisers and all my sponsors. Spiritual consultation by Amira. Hit her up at 518-796-7638. That's 518-796-7638. And remember, my son is doing his thing with his Green Studio NYC. Tell him I sent you. Audio recording, beat making, photo shoot, consultation, merchandise, recording, mixing, mastering, all of that. He even do audiobooks if you want to do an audiobook for your poetry book or whatever book you got. Or if you are a voiceover person, he could also help you with the voiceovers if you're doing commercials for other people, or you want to develop a what we call it back in the day, a reel for voiceover reel. If you want to do that, he can help you with that too. If you want to book a session with me, please text me your full name and date of birth. I got 2 different sessions, 15 minutes and 15-minute pre-recorded and 30-minute conversation. If you want 30-minute conversation or 15 minutes, I do not do hour sessions. I do not do compatibility sessions yet. Not yet. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do that yet. It takes a lot out of you. So I'll give it to Lloyd. I'll give it to Jackie. I'm all right to spread the wealth. I'm good with that. All right. Boom. Limited offer all the way till September 19th. The promo code is Numero. Get the t-shirt, or when my t-shirt come, you're going to say, oh, I like that. Get the t-shirt or get the book, the writing book, the writing pad, or get the mug. You can get it right now. Limited offer, very good deal. teespring.com/Numerovation dash products. Go there right now. And remember, Udemy course, Holistic Numerovation right now. Remember, it ranges from $9.99 all the way to $74.99 on Udemy. So they give different sales at different times. So you just have to keep on checking. But if you do pay for the course, I do give you a discount for the 8-hour course. Okay. And remember, all my books are available. Numerovation for mental stability. Numbers are simple. Children's health is important. Numbers are simple. People are complicated. And no promotion is bad promotion, and all publicity is good publicity. Just spell my name right. And of course, the new children book is Let We Tell the Story. And if you want the hardcover version, this collector's edition, I will give you and send you a Billy Carson book. Once you pay for it and give me your address, I will send you this directly. And just, you can text me and let me know that you paid for it. Also, if you did pay for it, you got to text me and let me know so I can check, and then I will send you a copy. You just choose which one you want and I'll hook you up. All right. On that note, family, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming on and enjoying this late afternoon. I usually come on in the morning, but I came on late afternoon, and a lot of y'all seem to enjoy it. So I'm going to bounce back between early morning and late afternoon from now on. That's what I'm going to do. Bounce in and out of late afternoon and morning time. I'm going to bounce on in and out of that because people like that. And then I'm going to do a late night show too. But I love doing the morning show because that is what I did as a morning show radio host. Let me show y'all something. Although this is not it. Let me see. Let me show y'all something so y'all can see that your brother is not a liar. Your brother is not a liar. Boom, 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 bap. I'm going to show y'all something right now so y'all know that your brother used to do morning show, afternoon shows, radio shows. I was on one of the first formatted Black-owned and operated radio network back in the day, and that was called WWRL 1600. There's my face right there, Simon Templar. That's what they called me. You see the arrow going around my face. Rennie Bishop and Sabrina Lamb was doing a morning show. Also, Prince Kalunda, he did his show. Big C did his show. I did my show. Then we had Karen Hunter. I used to work with Karen Hunter and Shia Heck. Worked with Felipe Luciano and Sam Greenfield. We worked with Dr. Jeff Gardere, and we worked with Bev Smith back in the day. Yes, I was on the legendary Urban Mix, WWRL 1600, where Frankie Crocker started, where Imhotep Gary Bird started. Yeah, your brother was there. That was back in 1999, 2000s. Okay, so yeah, I ain't no joke. Flashback, baby, flashback. I did all of that. All right, family. I want to thank each and every one of you. Remember what Dr. B says? I forgive myself, my family, and others for imperfection, and I am thankful for my life. And remember what Dr. Blair used to say, please, Universal Creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please Open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth and your love now. Family, thank you very much, family, for being on the journey. And remember, my brother Billy Carson, my sister Elizabeth Carson is taking people to Egypt to reveal some of the ancient secrets. So if you want to contact them and go to their website about that trip to Egypt, to Kemet, go ahead and support them, all right? Have a great day, afternoon, and evening. I love you because I love myself, and there's nothing you could do about it. Peace and love. Take care.
King Simon, I love him. He's family, and he has one of the top shows on the Forbidden Knowledge TV network, actually. That's right. So make sure you guys check that out if you haven't.
Yeah, this show is called, it was really based on numerovation. It's a numerology show, and it's called How to Calculate Your Destiny.
Yes.
By King Simon. He's the host of the show. The show has done so well, we're now getting ready to start working on filming season 2. All right, so King Simon, one of the top shows on Forbidden Knowledge TV, streaming TV platform.
Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed.
You want to be a spiritually dynamic person, it starts with the basics of getting your character in order first.
Join us today for 3 unique presentations. Apotheosis, Friday, August 30th. Ultra Nahata, Saturday, August 31st. Awakenings, Sunday, September 1st. In Atlanta, Georgia, early bird tickets and discount room and group rates are available at events.galacticus.com.
Numerovation with King Simon. Text me now at 347-496-1022. You can also take my course if you want to, but do text me for your sessions at 347-496-1022. You can also get my books on Amazon at Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. Remember, you can book your session and get it done right now. 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. King Simon the Numerovator. Some people think that this esoteric knowledge is for the rich and powerful, when in actuality, the so-called 85% has a spark in them that if it is sparked through numerology, astrology, numerovation, whatever, it will raise them up from an 85%, maybe to a 10%, and eventually they become the 5%. Or prosperous, righteous teachers. We gotta understand that this knowledge is not just for one class of people. We gotta get out of the class.